Hello everybody. We are back to Archetype Arcadia. I don't know who that guy in the background is yet. We haven't met him. Let's see. We don't have any endings. Do we have any CGs? Oh wow, got a lot of CGs. Well, okay, not a lot. We've got the first page. Actually, don't even know if we're through chapter 1 yet. Okay, so this is the furthest one. This was our first real decision that we had to make, so if we decide to go back and do anything later, we'll do it later. Visual novels, we play through, we go, hey Golden, how's it going today? Alright, so let's jump back into the story with lots and lots of talking and reading. Sorry if I'm being loud, I'm trying to adjust my headset. I apologize, I have no idea what's going on. It's been too long since we played it. I'm trying to rotate games to keep them somewhat fresh, and yeah. The problem is games like this with like full stories, they kind of get lost. But that's okay, because we can all remember what's going on together. Oh, that's cool. I'll be honest, I actually do not know that much about that holiday, about Ramadan. I know a little bit, but I don't know a lot. So I'm not going to pretend to know a lot, but still, that's good. 9 hours left till you can eat. I'm sure you can make it. Fast from sunrise to sundown. Oh, okay. Makes sense. I don't know who's talking. I think I am, not her. I don't remember what voices I used for anybody. If I did voices for people, I don't remember. So we'll just go and see what happens. She's right. I can hear voices from afar. Let's go check it out.
Hi.
Yes. We head to where the voices are coming from, and Miss Althea hides behind one of the buildings. I hide too, with Stee next to me. Stee is my sister, I remember that much. Do you really think letting those unfamiliar people in was a good idea? Fine. I tested both Rust and Miss Althea. Worst case scenario in mind. What if they attack us all of a sudden? Can you really keep us safe? Yep, I'm hydrating. I just have to reach for my drink. We're weak. And this place is all we have. This is our last paradise, and you let those people in. I understand everyone's anxious. I'll accept responsibility for this. But you couldn't protect Mina, could you? Mina monstrified and died, right? Yes. I'm at fault for that. I'm sorry. You think an apology can fix that? You said you'd protect Mina. You made that promise. This is... In this village, people fight with words rather than avatars. But when it's this one-sided, it's not a fight. It's a slaughter. 2 hours left. School. And you didn't sleep. You need to get better sleep habits. Not that I'm one to talk. I need better sleep habits too. Oh, 2 hours left till school. Oh, okay. Maybe you could get a quick nap? Then you might sleep too long and miss it. All I can say is I wish you luck. That I can understand. Definitely have to agree with that one. Even as we exchange whispers, the other people continue blaming Miss Cheryl. And during all that time, Kristen will remain asleep, unable to feed herself on her own. They blame her for all sorts of things, and Miss Cheryl just stands there and takes it. She stands up for us and apologizes for the minion's death. If I'm to believe Miss Altia's story, everyone in this village is living inside the hibernation pods. And though they're all alive, they're so... Let's stop them. Stop them. If we step out now, there's no telling what they might say next. If we just prove them we mean no harm, it's pointless. They're not actually doubting us, they're just looking for someone to blame. If we step out now, all we'd be doing is just give them reasons to take offensive. To get offensive. I can't just stand by and watch them. Whoa, why didn't you call it your avatar? Just shut up and watch. Miss Altia whispers something to Ego. And then, Ego flies over Miss Cheryl's head and fires out its feathers. I keep telling you, after I forgot how to speak. Acting after something happens will be acting too late. We need to drive them out now and... Wow. The moment the feathers touch them, people fall over. How's this? Oh. But are you sure you should have done that? Are you sure you should have done that? I just put them to sleep. They'll wake up soon. It should help them calm down. Avatars do that too? Well, mine is special. Ego's specialized for things like this to begin with. So you smear fluid on the feathers, tips, and stab your opponents with them. Didn't I put you to sleep too? Sorry, but I don't like dreaming. Miss Cheryl picks up a feather, stabbing into the ground and flaps it. So she dodged it in that split second? Wow. Thanks for that. What? You're not going to blame me for this? I broke your laws, didn't I? The thing about calling out avatars being forbidden is an unspoken rule. It's not a law, so you didn't break any laws. This just proves I can't protect them perfectly. That's all. Protecting someone perfectly is impossible. It is, but I want to protect them. Why? After everything they said to her, I can't see the merit in protecting these people. And that said, it's not like Miss Cheryl is their parent or their leader or anything of the sort. Because I decided I'd protect them. I just can't stand doing nothing. It makes my skin crawl. I want to do something, to act. It doesn't matter how, and then I just protect them. That's all. I can't understand her. But I do know this feeling. I feel like the old me used to be like this too. I hated looking at Kristen when she was hurt or in pain. It made me ill at ease. I wanted to do anything to change that. I wanted her to smile. There should have been a time I felt the same way Miss Cheryl does.
やっぱり僕に戦い方を教えてください。
I think I want you to teach me how to fight after all.
それである程度戦えるようになったら、
once I know how to fight a little, I'll leave this place. You don't have to worry about what they say. I'll convince them.
それ無理だと思います。
I don't think there's much of a point. Like Miss Altia said, the people of this village are looking for someone to blame. So long as we're here, their antagonism towards Miss Cheryl is just going to get worse.
あなたは僕たちをかばって
You stood up for
戦ってい
us.
る。
You fought
な
for
の
us.
に見てるだけなんて嫌なんです。
So I feel bad just standing back and watching this happen to you.
だから君たちが出て行ってモンスターの餌食に
And
な
that
るん
means
だ。
you two have to leave and become food for the monsters?
そうならないように訓練します。
I'll train myself so that doesn't happen.
訓練しても強くなる保証はない。
Training doesn't guarantee you'll get stronger. It's dangerous.
私もこの件はこい
I
つと同
actually
意
agree
見
with her on this.
マスターもお前も
You and my master
ここに
will
い
be
た方が
safer
いい。
here.
僕は強くなれます。
I will become strong.
一瞬でも共感率を上げられました。
I was
頑
able
張れ
to
ば
raise my empathy
もっと
ratio
上げ
for
られ
a
るはず
moment.
なんです。
If I try, I know I'll be able to raise it even higher. Dark Cerberus Midian was shocked when she saw my empathy ratio go up. So, I should be perfectly capable of fighting. I simply haven't drawn that power out yet, is all.
わかった。じ
Fine.
ゃあその力
Show me that power then.
君が
If
レ
you
ッド
can
ア
deal
ウトする
damage
前
to me
に
before you red out,
私にダメージを与え
I'll
られ
help
た
you
ら
train.
できなければ君はずっとここにとどまる。
You have to stay in the village. What do you say?
わかり
Understood?
ました。やります。
I'll do it.
アルティアさん、
Miss Altia,
ス
please
キ
look
ーお
after
願いし
Steve.
ます。
さあ、いつでもいいよ。
I'm ready whenever you are. Yes.
はい。
We step outside of the village and I face Miss Cheryl. I already manifested 10. However, I can't move. Just by facing her, I can tell Miss Cheryl isn't showing any openings. I can feel her presence, her intimidating air against my skin. I'm on the verge of being completely overwhelmed. No. I can't lose here. I have to try first.
やっちゃえ、ティーン。投石だ。
Do it. Rock throw. Yes. 10 throws rocks at Miss Cheryl, but they don't connect. Miss Cheryl easily evades them with light skip-like steps.
ティーン、もっと石を操って。
Use more rocks.
わかったよ。
Alrighty. This time she throws multiple rocks in Miss Cheryl's direction.
アバターラ、シャル、
Avatara. Charles.
な、
What? It swept it away with a sword?
武器は銃だったはずじゃ。
Charles' weapon of gun?
アバターは記憶を元にしたものだから、思い
Avatars
出
are
が
based
複
on
数あれ
memory.
ば複
If
数
you have
の
multiple
姿を持
memories
つ。
of the same thing, they can take multiple forms. That actually makes a lot of sense. Huh.
You
can't do it unless your empathy ratio is high, though. Keep going, Tin. Tin manipulates and flings rocks in fast succession. But all of them get deflected by the sword. And then Charles closes in on Tin. And slashes into her. Attack while you run. Tin continues swinging rocks with her back turned to Charles. Charles shouldn't be able to disregard stones being flung her way. She'd need to deflect it, which would create an opening. So if we just keep our distance, little by little, we get the time we need to prepare. Charles, you understand, right? Empathy ratio, 70%? Yes. Charles deflects Tin's stone. In that one moment, it switched over to its pistol. And soon after that, bullets gouge into Tin's body. The attacks force Tin to freeze up. And as she does, Charles draws closer, with her sword in hand. It's a one-sided beatdown. When we pull away, she shoots us with her gun. When we close in, she slashes with her sword. She deflects Tin's attacks without fail and counterattacks. Her attack, her accuracy, her speed, she clearly exceeds Tin in every parameter. I have to raise my empathy ratio. I have to remember what I felt earlier. Plunge in, recall it, bask in your memories. Stay detached. Again, it didn't work. As I just stand there, Tin continues getting attacked. If you leave her and try to clear the game, you might find yourself facing foes like Dark Cerberus. No, even stronger opponents than that. Are you still going to fight? I am. I'll fight as much as I have to. I see. Well, I guess you could say whatever you'd like. After all, only the strong can talk about fighting on. If you're a walk, you'll just be toyed with. Just like this. Miss Cheryl glances at Charles. The moment Charles swings her sword up and knocks Tin up. Tin is flung into the air and then helplessly plummets down. And as she does, she's shot through with a bullet. She's right, I'm being toyed with here. Given how many attacks she's taken already, Tin should have disappeared already by now. Charles holding back on purpose. But we're getting bored of toying with her already. Right, Charles? Charles holds up her sword in response to Miss Cheryl's call. They want to deal a finishing blow. What do we do? Do we throw another stone? Do I aim at their legs, their arms, their face? No. It doesn't matter where I aim, they'll just deflect it. Discarding Tin isn't an option. I can't properly use my other avatar. Tin is effectively my only usable avatar. If Tin loses, I'll just red out next. Charles knows I don't have time to think anymore. All I can do right now, in this position, is... I envelop Tin in my arms and protect her. It hurts. I feel multiple slashes dig into my back. But this does buy me time. I have to think right now. To raise my empathy ratio. Stay detached. This again. Being a meat shield, the only thing you're good for. You keep doing this over and over again. You're all talk. I know. Pitiful, pathetic, painful, humiliating. But still, as pitiful, pathetic, painful, and humiliating as it might be, I still move. Relax yourself. You're better off not fighting. No. This would just be looking away from what I have to do. Waiting for others to give you things is the same as waiting for others to take things away from you. Either way, you're letting other people handle everything for you. If you're defenseless in the face of others' goodwill, you'll be equally defenseless in the face of others' malice. Just like how Kristen tried to find other people for my sake. Just like how Miss Cheryl protected us. I need to act on my own, just like they did. Tired of losing before I even know it. I want to be able to fight off threats. Stand up for myself. I think I probably want to see more of this world. And the people Earlier, when I found out the people logged in are actually real people, the emotion that filled my heart was intense interest. That emotion soon disappeared, like it always does, but I do remember feeling that way. I think I want to know more about other players. Dad, Mom, Kristen, the people from my village, the world they all saw is right here. The things they tried to reclaim must be right here. So I want to move too. You've got to be strong and greedy to win. Otherwise you'll just get things taken from you. You know? Yeah. That's right, Kristen. Your empathy ratio. My empathy ratio will only go up for a moment. I'll just have to settle the fight in that one moment. Tin, go! Tin flies out from my arms. And at the same time, a gigantic stone floats over Miss Cheryl's head. Cheryl! It falls over here. The stone hits Miss Cheryl directly on the head. The stone cracked? The crack gets bigger by the second. I'll admit that took me by surprise. Charles can even cut through boulders that big? And sure enough, your empathy ratio only increased for a moment. She's right. Tin's empathy ratio is back to normal. And if she can block this attack, I'm at the end of my rope. Utara. Is it over? She probably decided there's no point in continuing this fight. Yes. It's over. And you win. Huh? Really? I win? I didn't do any damage to you, though. Look at this. See the red spot? She's right. There's a small red spot on her neck. This is damage. This doesn't count as damage. She probably got nicked by a stone fragment when the boulder shattered. True. That stone was just a little pebble. But if the stone used was double, 10 times that size? Even if I had shattered it, I'd have taken a lot of damage from that many pebbles pelting me. That is true. In which case, me choosing not to dodge means I would have lost when that happens. You understand now? Yes, I understand. You really are a kind person, Miss Cheryl. Stop talking about that. I won't. Thank you. Kristen. Someone called Miss Cheryl is training me now. I'll train, learn how to fight, and try to clear the game. The procedures for starting the hibernation ended quite quickly. I couldn't read the text on the pod. By following Miss Altia's instructions, I was able to activate the pod. I panicked a little bit when she told me I had to put her in the pod naked due to how the device worked. But despite feeling resistance to undressing her, I managed to do it. With this, Kristen's body should be safe. Miss Altia told me how to release her from the pod too, so I could get her out of here if I need to. Miss Altia said that it's possible to activate the pod's mechanisms from the inside too. In other words, I or other players could also use these pods to log in continuously. And so long as I continue being a guest in the game, I won't have to fear a game over. I could live forever inside Archetype Arcadia. But I won't do that. Even if I go inside the hibernation pod, I'll need someone to operate the pod from the outside to leave. And if I end up going in, there wouldn't be anyone left to let me out. Once I clear the game, I'll let you out of here. So just wait for me until then. I'll do it. I pat the pod with a finger, feeling its coldness. We move a short distance from the village until Miss Cheryl stops in her tracks. Avatara. We're going to start training now. Thank you. Huh? Where's Miss Altia? She went off somewhere. When I logged back in after putting Kristen in the pod, I only found Steve standing there. Yes, what she said. She's probably gone off to find new members for the guild. Wait. Charles, cut Rust up. Huh? I didn't have time to dodge. As soon as she appears before me, Charles slashes at me, running her blade right from my shoulder to my left flank. You don't have time to question yourself. Whoever you're up against, have your avatar out and stand on guard. For the attack, dodge. Those are the basics. Yes. I make to bring out my album, then she holds up a hand to stop me. But don't call your avatar right now. Focus on dodging. Understood. I nod back, but honestly, I'm not confident I can do this. Char moves fast and her attacks are swift. It's hard to dodge. Carl, train him up like always. Oh, this is going to be entertaining. The looks on both their faces. This is going to be bad. Yes. I'll toy with him. I bolt away. I dodged it, I think. But I only dodged it once. Just when I think I dodged the first attack, she circles around my back and attacks me a second time from behind. I grit my teeth to bear the pain, but then she attacks me from the front. Come on. If you don't run well, it'll hurt real bad. Focus on dodging. It's easier said than done. My field of vision is growing narrow, making it harder to dodge. And more than anything, I can't think straight. I'm in pain. As I fail to dodge, my field of vision turns crimson. And I red out. I soon collapse where I stand. I can't budge at all. All I can really do is speak. If I attack you one more time in this state, it'll break a memory. What do you say? No, stop. That thought crosses my mind, but I can't say the words. Your biggest source of weakness is your lack of caution. You can't tell when you might get attacked. Of who might attack you. you have to keep that in mind.
そうやって油断して
Because
る
if
と
you're careless,
お兄ちゃん
Steve, I can't tell what's happening, but what I just heard was clearly a scream.
レッドアウトしたら
When you read
カー
out,
ドを壊されても壊され
regardless
なく
of
ても
if a card gets
1
broken or
分
not,
程度は動けない
you're rendered immobile for a minute.
そうして君が倒れてい
And
る
while you're lying on the ground,
君の
who
大
knows
切
what
な
others
妹は
might do to your
こん
cute
な風
little
に
sister.
なぶられ放題
She'll be easy pickings, you see?
どうも
Well,
レッドア
do
ウ
you
トの危険
realize
性
how dangerous redding out is now?
わかり
I
まし
understand.
た。
The red out clears and I can finally move again.
スティ
I'm sorry. I get up and approach Steve, but she won't meet my gaze. From how red her body is, she's on the verge of a red out. Her field of vision must be significantly narrowed. I
危険
understand the
性は
danger
わか
now.
りました。
But
ただ
please,
もうスティには手を出さないでください。
ほらまた油断してる
you're careless again.
お兄ちゃん
Big Bro. Before I know it, I'm slashed in the back again. I stagger and nearly fall over, but brace myself. Since I remember Steve is in front of me.
レッドアウトから回復した後の5秒間はダメージを受け
You
ない
can't take damage for 5 seconds after you recover
また
from
は
a red
逃
out.
走のチャンス
That's your chance to counterattack or run.
なのに今君はその時間を無駄にした
You just wasted that grace period.
どんな状態だとしても
An enemy won't
敵
just
は待
stand
た
by
ない
and wait for you,
そして
no matter what state
私
you're
なら
in.
弱そうな方を先に狙
And
う
if I were your opponent, I'd aim for the weaker target. Miss Cheryl was right. Steve is easy prey since she can't use her avatars.
君はそんな妹を自
You
分で
said you
守り
want
た
to
いと言った
protect your sister,
だったら
so just you dodging
一人だけ避
attacks
けてても
isn't
意味が
good
ない
enough. This is what Miss Cheryl's trying to say with this. There's no point to this if just me or Steve that's running away. We both need to be able to act together.
ほらどうす
So
るの
what now?
今度は妹と一緒にレッドアウトするこのままだと
Because the way things are going,
カード壊しちゃう
I
かも
might
しれないよ
accidentally break a card this time.
そんなこと
I
させま
won't
せ
let
ん。
you do that. At worst, better break my card instead. But not Steve's card. 'Cause she'll just get a game over right away.
スティ手を
Steve, give me your hand. I grab Steve's hand and run. But Charles soon closes the distance between us.
やっぱり
Too
早い。
fast.
そうプレイヤー同士の移動速度は同じだけ
Yeah,
ど
all players
ア
have
バ
the
ター
same
やモン
movement
スター
speed,
は違う
but that doesn't apply to avatars and monsters.
そのシャルは平
Charles
均より
has
少し
slightly
速
above
いから
average speed,
でも
but based on
形
her
状によって
form,
は一瞬で追いつかれる
she can catch up to you in seconds.
叫びなさい
Scream for me. She's swinging her sword at Steve again. I promptly twist my body, taking the slash for her.
一撃くらいなら盾になるのもいいか
You
も
can shield her for a moment,
でも
but don't
次が
forget the
来る
next attack is soon to follow. Another attack to my right leg, and another one to my left leg. She slashes into me over and over. In the midst of pain, I reach for my album. If I could just call out my avatar. Bullet gouges my extended hand.
言ったはず
I
それは
told
禁
you,
止
you can't do that.
でも
Fighting in this game
この
is
ゲ
based
ームの
on
戦闘っ
using
て
avatars to
アバ
fight,
ター
right?
同士をアバターを出して
I
共
think
感
it's
率
best
を上げ
if
る
I
練
take
習
up
を
my
した方
avatar
が
and focus on raising my empathy ratio.
いくらアバターが強くても
It doesn't
自
matter
分
how
がや
strong
ら
your
れたら
avatar
レ
is.
ッドアウト
It
そ
won't
のことを
change
忘れないで
the fact that if you get taken out, you red out. Never forget that.
アバターに守ってもらえばいいんじゃない
But
です
can't
か
my avatar protect me?
もちろんそれが基
Of
本
course. That's
だ
the
から
basics
その
of
先を
fighting.
行く
And that's why we're taking it one step further.
守らせる必要がない
If
く
the
らい
player
に
is good enough at
プレイ
dodging
ヤー自
attacks
身が攻撃を
to
避
the
けれ
point
ば
they don't need their
その
avatar
分
to protect them,
アバターを攻撃に向かわ
the
せられ
avatar
る
would have more chances to attack. That actually makes a whole lot of sense. I see. Thinking. Miss Cheryl isn't teaching me just to run. She's keeping counterattacking in mind too. Many players feel the same way you do. Does the avatar handle the fighting? And players like that leave themselves open to attack. This is why you have to make it a point not to rely on your avatar too much. That alone can give you the edge you need. Understood? Yes. I'll try. Let's take a break then. I can still keep going. I'm not tired at all yet. What do you mean yet? That body won't get tired in the first place. But even if you won't get tired, I still want you to rest. If you overdo your exercises, you stop thinking and start simply going through the motions. That's not good. Little by little, I'm starting to figure out how to run with Steve following me. I can't just give up because of the enemy avatar's speed. I need to examine my surroundings carefully. If I find big enough debris, I could use it for cover or use it to block the opponent's path. I could find a dark space and hide there safely. Players can't attack avatars, meaning I can't counterattack. Sorry. But even so, I can find ways to dodge attacks, and that's enough to open strategies. I can't quite dodge Charles' attacks yet, but I'm getting used to moving in ways to protect Steve. I just need to keep progressing at this pace. What just happened? That's disappeared in the northern part of the village. For the time being, just wait here. No, let me come with you. All you do is hold me back. Yes. I'm actually worried we're about to lose Cheryl. I should take this chance to practice on my own. That'll surprise Miss Cheryl. With that thought in mind, I try to summon all my avatars. Maybe I could train, but having them fight each other? But... Enemy? No enemy. I want to fight more. I want an enemy. No good. They're all too free-spirited. For the time being, I've learned that when they're not ordered to do anything, avatars move about freely. And the way they move depends on the avatar. What's more, players can only summon up to 3 avatars at once. After summoning these 3, touching my 4th memory card brought up the message, unable to summon more avatars. This was valuable information, of course, but... Let's go there. Whoa, wait. You just wander in strange directions. Listen to my orders. Oh, not you two, Steve. Wait. If both my avatars and Steve are like this, what am I supposed to do? I've been spending the whole time chasing the avatars around. Looks like you're working hard.
Candy-san.
Mr. Candy. Trying to control 3 at once, huh? You getting used to that can be pretty taxing. Huh? Don't you use your avatars for simultaneous attacks? Never saw anyone pull it off. Most people get distracted by the multiple avatars and their empathy ratios plummet. I see. So using one avatar at high performance is how people typically fight. Then why can we send out 3 avatars at once? Well, I guess someone must be good at handling them simultaneously. You guess? ロマンだろう。I mean, コンビネーション攻撃は。Using combination attacks.
ですよね。
It is. I get it. Do I really get it?
どうした？
What's wrong?
いえ。
Nothing. I just found myself naturally agreeing with Mr. Candy, like I was relating to him. Does this count as empathizing with someone a little?
戦いについて詳しいんですね。
You're really
実は
familiar
す
with
ごく
fighting,
強
aren't
かっ
you?
たり。
Are you actually really strong?
残念だが、俺は
Sorry
落
to
語者。
disappoint, but I'm a dropout.
教えられるのは逃げ
All
方
I
ぐら
can
いだ。
teach you is how to run.
逃げ方。
How to
僕
run?
が今一番聞きたいこ
That's
と
the
です。
thing I want to learn the most right now.
この集落にこもる。
Hide in this village. That's all.
一
That's the
番
one
聞き
thing
た
I
く
wanted
な
to
い
hear
こ
the
とでし
least
た。
right now.
そうか。
Really?
悪いな。
Well,
俺
sorry
にと
about
って
that.
最善の
That's
答え
the
だったん
best
だ
answer
が。
I've got.
キャンディーさんとか
Why is it that
他
you and
の
all
人
the
は
other people are here?
なぜここにいることを
Why
選ん
did
だん
you
ですか？
choose to just stay here?
この集落をどう思う？
How do you feel about this village? Mr. Candy pointed in the village's direction.
人がいっぱいです。
There's a lot of people here.
昔はもっといっ
There
ぱいい
used
た
to。be a lot more people around here.
減ったんですか？
There was
安全な
less
場所
people.
なのに。
I thought it was safe here.
以前はこの辺りも
Well,
ダークケルベロスが幅を利かせていたんだ。
Dark Cerberus territory used to extend to this area too.
あいつは今も昔
He
も
was
最
always
低な
the
やつで
scum
な。
of the earth.
脅して
He'd
奴隷
coerce
にしたり
people into slavery,
気に入らん
kill
からと
anyone he
殺したり
didn't like.
やりたい放題だった。
He just did whatever he pleased. I can imagine Dark Cerberus doing that.
かくいう俺も奴隷の一人でな。
I was one of his
他人の
slaves.
死も見たが、
Saw lots of
あ
people
れは
die.
どれほど見ても耐えられなかった。
Seeing it happen was unbearable.
体がドロドロになってくの辛いですね。
Having your
もうあ
body
れは
melt
嫌
away
で
like
す。
that hurts. I hope I never have to go through that again.
お前さん、
You know,
共感性低いって聞いてた
I
が、
heard your empathy is weak,
まるで
but
自分のことのように言うんだな。
the way you said that made it sound like you were speaking from experience. Well,
まあ、
yeah. Right. People don't normally respawn after a game over. I don't know how special being a guest is, but I probably shouldn't be careless with what I say.
そんな時、シュラルが現れた。
But then Miss Cheryl showed up.
彼女は集落の人
She
々を
trained
鍛
the
えて引
religious
き連
people
れ、
and led them.
何度もダークケル
Challenged
ベロスに
Dark
戦
Cerberus
いを
to
挑み
fights.
少しず
Helped
つ
the
奴
slaves
隷を
escape
逃
his
がした。
custody, little by little.
へえ、やっぱりすごいんですね。
She really is incredible, huh?
だが犠牲も多かっ
But
た。
there were many losses.
助けた奴隷よりも多くの人が死んだ。
More than the number
モン
of
スター
slaves
化
she
する奴も
freed.
いた。
Some people monster fight too.
そのうち、シュラルは人を鍛えるこ
Before
とに
long,
専念
Miss
した。
Cheryl devoted herself to training others.
戦い方は教えたから、
I'll
あ
teach
と
you
は
how to
自由にしろと。
You're free after that, she said.
結局、
But in
そ
the
れで
end,
自由に戦いに出た者たちも
a lot of the people who went free also ended up losing,
絶望し、
forgetting,
死に。
despairing, and dying.
それで今の戦
And
い
that's
が
why people decided to stop
っ
fighting.
てことですか？
If the outcome of fighting is death, better to stay safe here. It's probably what they thought. It's the same as how everyone in the village protected me by saying I shouldn't play the game. I can't say if that's a good thing or not. But Miss Cheryl's been protecting people the whole time like that. She really is amazing.
シュラルさんってダークケルベロスには勝てないんです
Beat
か？
Dark Cerberus?
わからん。
I don't
ま
know.
ず、直接戦ったことがない。
To begin with, she never fought
いつ
him
も
head
ダー
on.
クケルベロスが逃げるんだ。
Dark Cerberus keeps running away.
あいつは自分より弱いものしか狙わな
He
い。
only goes after
強
those
そうだ
weaker
と
than
思
him.
う時点で警戒し、
Once he thinks
避
he's
け
up
る。
against someone stronger than him, he becomes wary and flees.
あ
Yeah?
あ、そういえば弱いって言
Come
葉
to
を
think
た
of
く
it,
さ
he
ん繰り
kept
返して
repeating
ま
the
した。
word weak all the time.
結果、シュラルは少しず
So
つ奴隷
Miss
を解
Cheryl
放
ended
し、
up freeing the slaves
ダ
bit
ー
by
クケル
bit,
ベロスは隙をつい
and
て
Dark
別の
Cerberus
誰
went
かを
after someone
狙う。
else.
そんな
That's how
形
things
に
have
な
been.
った。
それでシュラルさんは見回りをしてるわけです
And
ね。
that's why Miss Cheryl's been patrolling?
ああ、そうだが。
Yeah.
お前さんもアバターに見回り頼んだのか？
What were you asking your avatars to go on patrol too?
あんなところに。
Excuse me. I don't know where that came from. What is it doing all the way over there? I spot my black avatar that wandered off far into the distance without me noticing. Tin's out of sight too. Even the mirror avatar, which struck me as docile so far, was being dragged away by Steve. Seriously, they're all too free-spirited. While I chase down my avatars and demanifest them, Miss Cheryl returned. Was everything alright? Dark Cerberus attacked the scouts, so I had to drive him away. You drove him away? It's like Mr. Candy said. Miss Cheryl really is amazing. I wish I could drive him away too. Practicing by driving your sister away? No. She started watching a movie with Mr. Candy and... So that's how you drive her away. Yes. Steve is watching the movie. Fascinated. Watching the movie made her repeat the words she heard, so I'm hoping she might learn how to speak better this way. Please train me more. I can't stop here. Well, this time you don't have to move. Just stand there. Just stand? You mean like this? I stand at the spot she specified. And then I feel a sharp pain run through both my thighs. Let go? Charles slashed me again. The throbbing pain makes my legs go limp and I nearly fall to my knees. Stay on your feet. Huh? Her chiding, I remain in a half-rising posture. But then she continues slashing at my wounds. It hurts. The moment I think the pain is dying down, another slash cuts into me, inflicting more pain. Unable to withstand the agony, I collapse where I stand. But Miss Cheryl grabs me by my collar. On your feet. Yes. I open my legs up. I open my legs and get up, withstanding the pain again. What are we doing? The biggest difference between the game and the real world is the pain. You need to be able to feel pain, spurs you into caution, and protect you from danger. Which way you're attacked from, how far, how strong, what kind of attack it is. Pain yields all kind of information. I see. That's something my father taught me too. To never neglect pain. Even what looks like a small wound can be lethal if a deadly mushroom enters your body from it. That is a very strange thing to say. Why are mushrooms crawling into your wounds? I don't even know what to say to that. Even conditions as mundane as simple fevers, vomiting or diarrhea can lead to fatal dehydration or malnutrition if they last too long. So if I feel even a little pain, I should treat it. Dad repeatedly warned me about that. But that's the wrong idea. Huh? When you're in the game, you must neglect your pain. This isn't the real world. If you leave wounds unattended, they'll heal on their own. And typically speaking, injuries do not affect your body's performance. Even if your arm is cut, you can still move it. Even if I slash at your legs, there's no need for you to limp. Once you use the pain to analyze the enemy's attack, you need to forget about your injuries. It's a tall order. Even as I speak, I read out, recover, and get attacked again. It hurts. It hurts a lot. No matter how much I try to stand, to convince myself that it is all an illusion, the pain I feel is real. When they cut my hand, I feel compelled to defend it. When they punch my stomach, I want to curl up.
これは避けることと違
I'm
っ
like
て
dodging.
多くのプレイヤーが
This
自
is
然と
something
身に
many
つけている
players
も
learn
の
naturally.
だから
That's why
君も慣れ
it's
ない
essential
と
you
い
get
け
used
な
to
い
this.
痛みにひるむ
Each
そ
time
の
you
1
flinch
秒
from
の
the
差を
pain
作るから
creates a moment's lag.
こんな痛みに
Telling me to just
自
naturally
然
get
と慣
used
れ
to
た
so
っ
much
て
pain?
言うんですか？
正確には
More
忘れ
accurately,
た
I'm telling you to forget the
大多
pain.
数のプレイヤーは治らない傷を覚えてない
Most players don't remember a time when wounds didn't heal.
ゲームオーバーにさえならなければ
Any wounds can
何でも
heal,
治る
so long as you don't get
そ
a
れ
game
が常
over.
識
That's common sense here.
常識
Common sense? It's honestly difficult to wrap my mind around. Wounds hurt. If you neglect to treat them, they'll leave a scar, and the pain goes on. I can't let go of that idea. But even so, if this is the world's common sense, I'll just have to force myself to get used to it. Or at least that's my intent. But I can't just ignore the pain. I've lost count of how many times I've read it out. I grit my teeth, just keeping myself from screaming out loud takes everything I've got. It doesn't feel like I'm getting used to this or maturing any. And Miss Cheryl just watches. I'm sure she'll get tired of me soon enough. Uh-oh. She doesn't seem bored. Instead, she looks like she's in pain. Like she's about to burst into tears. That's kind of what I was thinking too. And the music changed. Why? I'm running out again. That expression on her face. Did she make that expression each time I got attacked? Even though this is just training? I've recovered from the readout, but decide to pretend like I'm still under its effects. I open my eyes to a crack so she won't notice. I knew it. Miss Cheryl, this attitude. Is this empathy? But why? This is training. Does she still feel my pain and suffering as if they were her own? It's so strange. It's not her pain after all. But she still tries to guide me through, even though it hurts her so much. She goes that far just so I stay detached. I still want to know what that voice is. Obviously, it's something from his past telling him not to get attached because everything fades away. So, it feels like I almost just felt something. And once again, there's something in the way. But I'm not going to lose here. I get to my feet.
もっと容赦なく強い一撃お願いします。
Don't show me any mercy. Hit me harder, please. I observe Cheryl as I bear with the pain. And all the while, I try to recover my empathy power.
次はアバターを使って訓練する
Next, we'll train while you use your avatars.
はい、頑張ります。
Yes, I'll give it my all.
とりあえず全て
Take
のア
out
バターを出
all
し
your
てみて
avatars for now.
はい。
Yes. I touch the 3 memory cards and chant.
改めて確認ア
Let's
バ
go
タ
over
ー
the
は
basic
カードの記
one
憶を
more
もと
time.
にして形作られる
Avatars are formed based on the memories contained in the card.
記憶カードを理解して
The
共
more you
感すればする
understand
ほど
and empathize
共
with the
感
memory
率が
card,
上がり力を
the
引き出
higher
せ
your
る
empathy ratio will rise,
ここまではいい
allowing you to draw more power out of the card. So far, so good?
はい。
Yes.
アバターによって能力
Different
も
avatars
戦い
have
方も
different
違
abilities
う
and fighting styles.
そしてその
And they
姿
can
も
change appearance
プレイ
based
ヤー
on
の
the
共
player's
感率
empathy
や
ratio.
命令によって
and their
は
order.
変化する例えば私のシャルは
My avatar Char has a sword and a gun. It can wield two weapons.
それはよく知ってます。
I'm painfully aware of that. I've seen her shoot holes through enemies countless times, and I've been on the receiving end of her slashes plenty of times.
的確な命令を出すには、アバターの能力や限界を理解しなきゃいけない。
If you intend on giving out accurate orders, you'll need to know the limits of what your avatars are capable of.
君の場合、
In your
テ
case,
ィーンはいいけど、
Tin is fine, but
他の2体。
the other two avatars are an issue.
はい。扱いきれません。
I
特に
don't know how to use
こ
them,
の黒いのが。
especially this black one.
それ、何？
What is
シ
that?
ミ？
Some kind of stain?
多分父さんです。
I think this is my father. This avatar's memory is called Guardian's End. If Gentle Mother stands for my mother, then the only other guardian that comes to mind is my father.
シミ。
Stain.
しみじみする
I
ね。
guess whatever it is, it seeped in.
いいですよ、気を使わなくて。
It's fine. I don't mind talking about it.
じゃあ、聞くけど、
Then let me ask you,
君、父親嫌い？
did you hate your father?
いえ、嫌ってませんよ。
No, I didn't.
尊敬してました。
I respected him a great deal.
それ、嘘。
That's a lie.
うん。
No,
本当だとは思うけど、
it's probably true, but you perceive it differently.
認識？
Perceive it?
記憶カードは基本、
Basically,
一つの出来事じゃなくて、
memory cards aren't
〇
based
〇
on
と
a
の記
single
憶
event,
として切り取られてる。
but on a snippet of your collective memories with someone.
だから、その記憶カードが壊された
That's
時
why
は、
when a memory card
そ
breaks,
の〇〇に
you
関する
completely forget
一
about
切
that
のこ
person.
とを忘れる。
She's right. When playtime with Kristen broke, all of my memories of Kristen disappeared altogether.
じゃあ、例えばスティに関する記憶カードを2枚
So
所持する
No
みたいな
chance
こ
of
と
me
は
having
起きない
two
んです
memory
か？
cards based on Steve then?
稀にある。
It's
その場合、
uncommon, but it
1
can
枚目
happen.
は3歳までのスティーとの記憶。2枚目は3歳以降のスティーとの記憶。とか。
In that case, one card can be memories of Steve until she's 3 years old, and the other will be memories of Steve after she's 3 years old. That makes sense. It splits the memories at a certain point. In this example, if the first card were to break, I'd still retain all my memories of Steve after 3 years of age.
ただ、君が持つ父親に関する記憶カードは、
But you only have one
1枚
memory card related to your
でしょ？
father, right?
ということは、
Which means,
この記憶カード1枚に
if
父
this
さん
memory
との
card
思い
breaks,
出が
I'll
全部
completely
入って
forget
る
about
っ
my
て
father.
ことです。なら、な
But
ぜ
why
この
is it
形に？
shaped like that? Did all of my memories of my father mixed together end up taking the shape of this weird stain? That's an unpleasant thought.
アバターの姿は、
An avatar's form is based on the most memorable,
一番
most
印象に残っ
evocative
てる出
event
来事を
within your
元にして
collective
る。
memories of that person.
君のティーンも妹の中のどこか一部
Doesn't
分
Tin feel
って
like
感
she's
じで
based
しょ？
on one particular aspect of your little sister?
ああ、確かに。
Oh, you're right. The way Tin seems to seek out fun and excitement is noticeably more exaggerated than the real Kristen does. Based on its name, Playtime with Kristen, must be based on my memories of Kristen when she was playing.
じゃあ、父さんがこの姿で現
So
れ
my
るの
father
は、
taking this kind of form.
心当たりあるでし
You
ょ？
have an idea of why, right? Yes,
そうですね。
it's the moment he died.
お父さん、
What's wrong?
どうしちゃったの？
It's me, it's Kristen.
下がって、スティ。
Get
無
away
駄だ
from
よ
him. See.
ペカトマニアを発症してる。
It's no use. He's showing Pekka to me. He's showing symptoms. He attacked me and didn't respond to attempts at conversation. It's my father's dying moments. My father was afflicted with and I killed him. The memory of that moment left an indelible impression on me.
この姿を変えるには、
What can I do to make it change shapes?
その出来事に対して見方を変えること。
You'll have to change your outlook on that event.
例えば、
For
私
example,
のシャルとの思い出は
My Charles is based on memories of playing. Since it's based off all my memories of playing, if I recall playing with a sword, it wields a sword. If I recall playing with a toy gun, it wields a gun. To do that, you need to understand your memories. The higher your empathy ratio, the more you can do. Empathy is extremely important, all in all. That's right. In this game, a single thought in your mind is all it takes to make you stronger or weaker. So you have to be honest with yourself. Yes. I attempt to empathize with the Black Avatar. I try to reflect on my past with my father. But I soon snap out of my recollections. It happens over and over again. No matter how many times I try to remember, I instantly lose all interest and attachment to my memories. I can't. It's not working. Really, why can't I concentrate on it? If it was the old me, I'd be better at... No. Huh? You just thought that you should go back to the way you used to be. Stop that.
共感するには昔のことを思い出すべきじゃないですか。
reflecting on the way things used to be? To become aware of your past self, to bask in the memories? That should be the right way to achieve both of those things. Reflecting on the past is fine, but you shouldn't deny your current self to do that. If you lose sight of your current self, you'll monsterify.
Ah, そっか。
Oh, I see. If I lose sight of myself and become dependent on my memory cards, I'll monsterify. To raise your empathy ratio, you must maintain your current self while remembering the past. You must accept both the past and the present. That sounds hard. This is a game where you fight alongside your past, not against it. The past is your ally. Depending on your perspective, it can change. It's all up to you.
はい、頑張ります。
Yes, I'll try. I'll try as many times as it takes. Not like my past self. I could focus on becoming stronger as my present self. We take another break. Apparently we go back to the city too. As I return to where Steve is waiting, she approaches me right away. Yeah. I see you learned some new words. But usually you should say just welcome back. Just welcome back. She's a bit off, but oh well. Steve's doing her best to learn too. Where's Miss Cheryl? Miss Cheryl's out on patrol. Miss Cheryl... I just told you. She's out on patrol. Oh, huh? Steve points ahead and I follow her finger to find that Miss Cheryl is there. She said she's going out on patrol, but the direction she's walking in doesn't lead out of the village. Are you curious? Fine. Let's sneak after her and watch. Wherever she's going, it's inside the village, so it should be safe. And if someone's going to blame Miss Cheryl again, we'd be able to speak in her defense. With that thought in mind, we approach her. Fireflies. I can't help but exclaim when we reach our destination. Wow. This place offers a great view of the village. This is a very convenient spot.
今の80点
I'd grade that just now 80 points. Huh?
私についてきた動き
The way you moved when you followed me?
隠れるの
You're good at hiding.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
こういうのはちょっと自信ありま
I'm
す。
pretty confident in my sneaking skills. When I was little, I would run around in the woods and often go out hunting. That was how I got used to move cautiously, so as to not get detected by animals.
ちなみに残りの20点は
Can I ask what I lost 20 points for?
人を信じすぎ、視野が狭
You're
い、
too trustful,
警戒心が
too
薄い。
narrow-minded, too lacking in caution.
うわ
Huh? When I turn around, I spot Charles aiming its sword at my back.
い
Did
つ
you
の
have to
間に
tie?
もともと権限させておいたから。
I
君
had
と
it
会話しな
manifested
が
the
ら
whole time while we
手
were
で合
talking.
図した。
I signaled for it to come with my hand.
そういえば声以外でも合図できるんです
You
ね
don't have to speak to give orders to an avatar?
アバターによる。基本
Depends
は
on the
声がよ。
avatar.
ただ、
Using
こ
verbal
の子は
commands
察しがいい
usually
から、
works, but
簡単なものなら
this one
理
is
解してくれ
intuitive
る。
enough to understand simple nonverbal orders.
君、対人経験少
But
な
you
いで
don't
しょ。
have much experience facing other
人は
people.
様々な手を使うってこ
People use
と。
all sorts of measures,
意
so
識
be
した方が
wary
い
of
い。
that.
はい気をつけます
I'll be careful. She's right. I never had to contend with an animal that engaged me in conversation to stall for time. I should change my outlook from here on out.
ところで、
By
こ
the
の
way,
景色、
what did you think of the view?
ここは
This is... I don't really feel much of anything. That's how I feel right now. But I'm sure that a moment ago, before my interest died down, I felt
なんか
like
体が
something inside
弾む
me
よ
was
うな
on fire.
感じでした
ワクワクってこと
You were
ね。
excited.
私
It
も
makes
さ、
me feel that way too.
ここ
I like
好
it
き
here,
なんだよね。
this view of the village.
この集落気に入ってるんですね
You really like this village, don't you?
そう、
Yes.
ここには秩序がある
There's
から。
order here.
まあ、
Well,
みんな明るく元気と
I
はいか
suppose
な
you
いけ
can't
ど、
say everyone's happy
それ
and
でも
cheerful, but
無
it's
秩
still
序
better
に
than
人が死ん
disorder
で
and
しまう
death.
よ。だから、私はここを
This is why I
この
can't
場
let
所
this
は
place get ruined.
壊されるわけにはいかない。
Miss Cheryl silently looks over to the village. As I watch her do so, I feel something wet flop over my hand. It's raining. I was about to say, the heck is... Anyway. Raindrops start falling down on us. But even in the midst of the rain, Miss Cheryl doesn't look away from the village. This village is the place she doesn't want to lose.
ダークケルベロスについてその後何か
Are there any news about Dark Cerberus?
特には、
Nothing in
ただ
particular,
奴隷がゼロになったから、
except that
ま
once
た
he
増や
runs
そ
out
うと
of
思ってる
slaves,
はず。
he starts looking for new ones.
今は、ダークケルベロスの居場
Right
所
now
も
we
つか
don't
め
know
ない
where
から、
Dark Cerberus is,
どこから警戒すれば
so
いい
we
の
can't
か。
tell which direction we should be wary of. Miss Cheryl looks around. I do the same, but naturally we don't spot Dark Cerberus that easily. He may not be fast on his feet, but if he's been able to evade Miss Cheryl's pursuit, he must be very cautious and have high detection abilities. And not knowing where he might show up is anxiety-inducing. There's no telling when he might go after Steve. I'd like to eliminate this threat as soon as possible.
ダークケルベロスって弱い相手には警戒しないんですよね
Dark Cerberus isn't cautious around weak enemies, right?
まあね、弱い
Not
存
very,
在は
no.
すぐ襲う。
He attacks the weak right away.
だったら僕がおとりになるのはどうですか
Then can't we use me as bait?
確かに、君ならいい餌だと
He
思う。
probably would make for good bait,
でも、
but it's too dangerous.
僕はゲストです
I'm a
何回やられても大丈夫
I'll be fine no matter how much I die.
それ、ダークケルベロスの最高のおもちゃですって宣言してるのと同じ。
Saying that is like calling out for the whole world to hear that your Dark Cerberus ideal plaything,
いくらゲストでも、
even for
Game over
guests,
にな
when you
った
get a
時
game over,
復活場所が毎回同
you
じだか
respawn
ら
at the same spot.
その位置がバレた時
And if he figures that out, you'll be done for. That's true. If he simply sets up base at my respawn point, I'd end up running out and respawning repeatedly. Given what happened before, there's no guarantee I'd be able to get away from him, even if I use my 5 seconds of invincibility time.
その場合は僕の復活場所がダークケルベロスの居場所として狙いやすく
But
な
if
りま
that
す
happens, and Dark Cerberus sets up base at my respawn point, that'll just make him easier to predict. where he is and attack.
居場所が分かっても誰も倒せなかったら
Even if we know where he is. What if no one can beat him?
チュラルさんの強さ、信
You're
じてま
strong,
す。
Miss Cheryl. I believe in you.
っていうの
Or,
は
well,
ダメみたいですね。
I guess I shouldn't say that.
私はそこまで慢心してない。
I'm not conceited enough to believe that.
じゃあその時は、
Well,
さっき教えてもらったように逃げ隠れてロ
if
グアウ
that
トしま
happens,
す。
I'll just run and hide. Like you just taught me, and log out. I'll just wait for Dark Cerberus to go somewhere else, or maybe lure him into moving away.
君何を言ってもやりそう。
Looks like you're set on doing this no matter what I say.
はい、勝手にやります。
Yes. I'll do it alone if I have to.
分かった。おとりになってもらう。
Fine, I'll use you as bait.
だが、ちょっと待
But
っ
wait
て。
before you do that.
君、
You should probably
一旦
log
ロ
out
グア
for
ウ
a
トした
while.
方がいい。
そうですよね。
Right. Without even realizing it, I remained logged in for almost a day. I should probably check up on my body.
気をつけて。君はそこで生きてるんだから。
That side is where you live.
はい。
Yes. Hello? Ah. As soon as I wake up, I cover my ears with my hands. That improves the situation slightly, but I can still hear. What is this sound? It strikes me as somehow foreboding. It's like the kind of sound machines make whenever some kind of problem happens.
クリスティン
Kristen! She's fine, thank goodness.
よかった。
For the time being, nothing's wrong with Kristen's body. But I need to be careful. I grab the game device and get to my feet. I should go outside for the time being. Huh?
そんな。
No. The staircase leading outside is blocked by a closed door. I try to operate the door like Altia taught me, but nothing happens. The door opened just fine yesterday, but now I can't get outside. All my food and water are in the trailer house. It's been a minute. We're gonna save. Where are we gonna save? Here. I try banging on the door, pulling and pushing on it, but it won't budge. This door doesn't seem like it's meant to be opened manually. Is there another device for opening it on this side, separate from the one Altia told me about? I see a monitor and lots of buttons. I tried touching them. Oh! The sound blares out, the screen displays on the monitor disappears. I probably didn't input the right words. Will the door open if I do? Even if that's the case, trying to just put in letters at random, when I can't even read it, is bound to get me nowhere. Is there some kind of hint? I investigate the area. I check the hibernation pods one by one, but I don't find anything helpful. I try to check elsewhere. This place has lots of monitors. Since the monitors all display the hibernation pods, I can only assume this room is meant for managing them. It's full of unfamiliar devices and buttons. Maybe it's possible to open the door using these devices. I should try pressing buttons. Oh. Something pops out suddenly. I think it's asking me to input more words. It won't let me do anything. I'm basically completely boxed in. If there's just anything, any kind of hint. Huh? The symbol on the screen. I've seen it somewhere before. I instinctively look at the game device in my hand. Like I thought. It has the symbol as the marker stuff into it. Does this mean this place is somehow related to archetype Arcadia? Alright, I'm gonna have to stop him here. It's literally an entire facility of people in hibernation pods stuck in archetype Arcadia. And his first question is, I wonder if this place is connected to archetype Arcadia. I don't get how, even as somebody as naive as him and somebody who's never played the game before, how he can honestly sit there and not figure that out. I'm sorry, but that just doesn't make a lot of sense. That's like saying, when I push this pencil against the paper, it leaves marks. Do you think maybe the pencil's doing it? Anyway, sorry about all that. Had to just say it. Maybe someone in the game knows something. I should log in again. Cheryl's nowhere to be seen, as expected. She probably went somewhere else when I logged out. For now, I try to send her a direct message.
Cheryl-san, 問題が起きました。
I have a problem.
僕、現実で閉じ込められちゃったみたいで。
Currently locked in and trapped in the real world.
Cheryl-san?
And Cheryl? This is strange. Until now, she responded as soon as I messaged her. Maybe she's too busy to talk right now? I should probably go see her in person. Uh-oh. She went after Dark Cerberus. Huh? On closer inspection, there's no one in the village. Steve's gone too.
Steve! 何かあったの？返事をして！
Did Dark Cerberus attack the village?
Steve.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. You're crying.
どうしたの？
What happened?
今どこにいるの？
What's happening to you right now? Can you tell me? Movie. West. Movie? She means where she watched movies. To the west. Which would be where... there. She's with Mr. Candy. I confirmed the direction and run over.
そこで待ってて。
Wait right there. I jump off the cliff.
Steve! Candy さん!
Steve. Mr. Candy.
大丈夫。
It's all right
落
now.
ち着いて。
Calm down, Steve. Steve hugs me in tears and I soothingly rub her back. She's unharmed for now. But this...
お前さん、今まで
Where
どこ
were
に
you
行
all
ってた
this
んだ
time?
ちょっと
I
散
was
歩に。
just out on a walk.
それより、こ
Forget
れ
that.
は
This place.
ダークケルベロスですか？
Did Dark Cerberus do this?
ああ、あいつがまた見張りを襲った。
He attacked the guards again.
すぐにチュラルが向かったが、
Cheryl moved
間
in
に合わ
right
なくて
away,
な。
but she didn't
何
make
人
it in
か
time.
死んだ。
A few people died.
ダークケルベロスはまた逃
Did
げていっ
Dark
たんです
Cerberus
か？
run away again?
いや、そ
No.
のままチュラルが戦った。
Cheryl fought him right away.
戦って
She fought
負けた。
and lost. Huh? I'm kind of shocked.
レッドアウトしたんだ。そして記憶カードを1枚
She
破
read
壊
it
され
out,
た。
and one of her memory cards was broken.
まさかそれで
No.
死んだって言うんじゃ。
Don't tell me she died from that.
いや、チュラルは記憶カードを3
She
枚
had
持って
three
い
memory
た。
cards.
だから死んで
So
は
she
いな
didn't
い。
die. She's
死ん
alive,
では
but
ダークケルベロスの奴隷に
the
された
Dark
と
Cerberus
か。
turned her into his slave. Mr. Candy pointed at one of the
レ
buildings.
ッドアウトしたチュラルはそこに叩きつけられた。
When Cheryl read it out, he started beating her in
な
there.
んだ。ダークケルベロスはとどめを刺さなかったんですね。
I approached the building, relieved. Perhaps noticing me, she starts moving too and approaches.
チュラルさん。
Miss Cheryl. I hear a slimy, sloshing noise. No. That sound was something else. But that doesn't matter now. What does matter is I didn't hear Miss Cheryl's footsteps. That's the one thing I know for sure. You see, she monstrified?
瓦礫の中から出てきたチュラルはもうあの姿だった。
When she came out of the debris, Cheryl was already like that.
壊された記憶カードはチュラルを支える大事なものだったんだろう。
Was there something important that she leaned on for support?
あの姿のチュラルさんと戦った人は
Did someone fight Miss Cheryl when she turned into that?
いない。
No.
戦えるわけ
How can we
ない。
fight?
みんな止めようと声を
We
かけた。
all called out for her to stop, but
それで一人が殺され、
that got one of us killed.
絶望した奴らもモンスターにな
Some
り、
fell to despair and
チリチリになってし
monstrified
まった。
too, and we all scattered.
じゃあ相手の強さはいまいちわ
So
か
we
らない
don't
って
know the
こと
strength
で
of
す
what
ね。
we're up against, huh? As I digest the situation, the monster raises both hands and rushes at me. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I'm laughing, but I'm not. There's the card.
キャンディさん、
Mr.
スティを
Candy?
遠くに。
Keep Steve away from here. Please.
それはいいが、ど
I
うす
don't
るつ
mind
もり
that,
だ
but。what are you thinking?
殺します。
I'll kill her. Cheryl became a monster. Then I have no choice. The creature moving in front of me isn't human. Once someone monstrifies, our only choice is to kill them. There's no talking to a monster. These were things Miss Cheryl herself taught me. This thing might have been Miss Cheryl, but Miss Cheryl is dead now. She's dead, I think. It's just a monster. And if I don't stop it, it'll kill Steve. That's how it works. So I have to fight. I have to kill it.
アバターラ、ティーン、自由に戦って。
Fight freely.
わかったよ。たくさんたくさん投げちゃうね。
I'll throw lots and lots of stones. Tin starts pelting stones at the opponent, as always. Not fighting back, though. Seems to work, but the monster isn't even looking at Tin. Maybe it hasn't even noticed her at all. It persistently goes after me, swinging its arms down at me. Is she still trying to train me? Is she still trying to teach us how to survive? Both its arms strike at my shoulder, and pain shoots through me. But it's fine. I shouldn't let the pain distract me. But this did teach me that each of its attacks hit hard. Yeah, okay. Its right hand is like a blunt weapon that delivers bone-crushing blows. Its left hand is like a blade that tears and stabs into the skin. These aren't attacks I can withstand for long. What do I do? Do I have Tin protect me? No. In a way, this is working to my advantage. So long as the monster's going after me, Tin is free to attack it undisturbed. So I try to dodge Cheryl's attacks on my own. Come on, this way. I run into the building, luring it in. I dive under the rubble to protect myself from its blade-like hands. Whenever it swings its club-like arm at me, I dangle off the edge of a building and jump away to dodge. Do it now, Tin. Alrighty. While avoid its hits, Tin sets a large number of rocks that surround the monster. Now, time to flip them up. Tin raises both hands and the stones all flip at once, go flying towards the monster. Shower of stones. No. The way they all fall down as one looks more like lightning. Each blow is weak on its own, but with nearly 100 stones pelting it, the monster's body gradually turns red. And it reds out. The monster's body turns into a memory card that floats up before me. And as it does, Tin once again produces a floating stone. Now we can finish it off. Yes, I need to deal with the killing. Tin, don't. What's wrong? That's... Really, what's gotten into me? I managed to red it out. This is a monster we're dealing with. I need to defeat it, and fast. And even though I know that, I can't utter a word. I just need to say one thing. I just need to order Tin to do it. And it'll be over. Tin gets blown away. The monster recovers from the red out. And it starts going after me again. What am I doing? Why did I stop? And... why are you so weak, Miss Cheryl? This makes no sense. Why are you losing to me when I'm... like this? Is it because I got stronger? Is it thanks to the training? I think that might be part of it. But I've only been taught the basics. I'm just getting the hang of this at best. I need to gain more experience, and indeed, this is what I was planning to do. I can't even properly raise my empathy ratio yet. Which means that simply enough. Miss Cheryl is weak now. She didn't go after Tin, allowing her to attack as she pleases. Her attacks are simple and monotonous, allowing me to dodge and stall for time. But if this was Miss Cheryl before she monstrified, she wouldn't let us get away with either of those things. If I give Tin the order, I could probably bring the monster to a red out again. She's too weak. Didn't you say you protect the village's people? So why? Why are you attacking people? I don't understand. I just don't understand. What kind of emotion drove Miss Cheryl to monstrify? Just getting started. Please teach me more things. I don't know, Miss Cheryl. Are we gonna break the stay detached thing? I mean, this is this is a messed up scene. I'm sorry, but what kind of emotion is making you attack me right now? Please tell me. I want to know. Huh? What was that? A gunshot? Wait, is that... Charles? That shouldn't be possible. Charles comes out of the base of the monster and attacks the monster's body. The bullets mercilessly bore into the monster's body, dyeing its body red in the blink of an eye. The monster reds out and the memory card rises from its body once again. Is it going to shoot the memory card? Stop. Charles, don't. This is pointless. I throw up my hands, protecting the monster. Seeing this, Charles lowers her gun. Thank goodness. I breathe out a sigh of relief and get attacked from behind. Oh. Debris comes raining down. The monster disappears underneath the debris out of sight. And that sound just now was the sound of a card breaking. I look up. My eyes meet Charles. Why? Why did you do that? Did Miss Cheryl order her to do this? Did she choose death by her own hand? Why do this? The monster's body melts away under the debris. She's disappearing, little by little right now. Is this the conclusion Miss Cheryl chose for herself? Tell me, Charles. Why did Miss Cheryl... Charles is holding something. Is this a memory card? The line extending from the card connects to Charles. In other words, this was the card Charles originates from. You give this to me? I reach out for the card. I touch it. Transfer memory cards is not allowed for guests. This voice again. We're obviously not giving up. 100% we're not giving up. Every big decision we're going to save. We might come back and see what happens later, but well then. Okay. No, we're reaching out again. We're not staying detached. We're not listening to the game. We're doing what we need to do. Yes, I don't care. That thought makes me retract my hand. But no, that's not true. I do care. I do care. I want to know. I want to learn more about Miss Cheryl. I want to know. Miss Cheryl is dying. She's disappearing. So if nothing else, at least this. I should keep this small part of her. I need to know how Miss Cheryl felt just now. I want to hold on to that feeling. I wish to embrace that feeling. Nothing to remember her by? I don't want that. I don't want to just lose someone. So if I could at least have something to remember her by. A guest is allowed to take it. Then I don't want to be a guest anymore. I grab the memory card. It deflects my hand. I try to grab it again. We need a debug mode. The moment I grab it, my hand is repulsed. My fingers tremble. The force of it repelling me is enough to nearly send me flying. But I don't mind if it does. If it means I'll be able to hold on to this card. Wow, everything's working against us right now. If it means I'll be able to feel the same emotions Miss Cheryl did. I will take this memory. I want to empathize. I want to feel Miss Cheryl's emotions. Not like I used to. My present self wishes for this. I don't want to be a guest. I want to latch onto things. even if it means risking death. I want to be like everybody else. I want to be a normal player. So... We broke the system. Guest status revoked. The memory card settles in my hand. Touching it doesn't deflect my hand away anymore. I can feel its faint warmth. And at the same time, I feel emotion thump and brew in my heart. Loneliness, sorrow, despair, pain. They all gush out, pulsating violently.
ルスト君、受け取ってくれたんだね。
Wait, so Cheryl's not dead? Wait, what? Wait, I'm confused. Miss Cheryl. Miss Cheryl. I'm sorry. I couldn't protect. No, I should be saying that. I couldn't do anything. I'm sorry. I reach out for Miss Cheryl's body. My hand phases through her half-transparent form. Only raindrops fall into my palm. Russ, you too. I'm sorry I was a big teacher to you too. I'm really sorry. Us too? She seems to have forgotten it, but Steve was my pupil too. I see. She was strong. It's because she understood you really well. Her empathy ratio was high. So I believed Steve would be fine. That's why I sent her out. But you see what happened. Steve lost someone. That's why I wanted to protect you. I didn't want to drag you into battle. And yet, I ended up. Miss Cheryl reaches out to me too. We reach out for one another, but our extended hands cannot touch. Don't die. Not like this. I mean, you still haven't taught me anything yet. There's still so much I need you to teach me. I still want to be impressed by you, to admire you, to strive to be like you. And I wanted to enjoy being around you. Enjoy being around her. That's it. I had fun being with her. Having her train me. Having her speak with me. That time was vaguely enjoyable to me. It was fun. So I wanted more. I'm sorry. Those words, her voice, her eyes. I can feel her emotions, raw and direct, reach me. You don't have to apologize. Miss Cheryl is gripped by a strong sense of guilt. You don't have to be sad. She's sad at having hurt others. You don't have to worry. Cheryl is concerned for Steve and me, for all the people she's leaving behind. Don't worry. You're an amazing person, Miss Cheryl. And I'm your pupil, so I'll be fine. I'll manage, one way or another. I feel all her emotions as if they were my own. It feels like it might drive me mad. But this pain that threatens to shatter my mind implores me to speak to her. Even though I know it's pointless, I can't help but feel implored to reach out for her. I want to be kind to her, to alleviate her sorrow, even if only ever so slightly. To give her even a hint of bliss in her final moments. And so I say this. Thank you. You were truly kind and good person, Miss Cheryl. Was I? You were. But you did push yourself too hard. So for now, you're allowed to rest. Yes. I think I'll take you up on that offer. Yes. And you can leave the rest to me. Yes. I'll make this promise. What promise? I use a shovel and board I manifested from the memory card manifestation corner to make a grave. Miss Cheryl, I had nothing to bury. I tried moving away the rubble that crushed Miss Cheryl in case I could find something, but I couldn't find anything under it. She's completely gone. But I still wanted to make her a grave, to leave some kind of record that she was here. So this is what it felt like. Big sis. I put some flowers I picked nearby at the grave. Steve and Mr. Candy did the same, decorating the grave. How should we grieve her next? The moment I asked that, a shadow cast over us. I look up.
Monster!
Aren't you the big boss from earlier? One extremely large monster appeared. I take out my album to defend myself, but Mr. Candy raises a hand to stop me. Don't worry. That's the songstress. Songstress? That's the same monster from earlier, right? From the opening intro? A song? Yes, it really is a song. It brings back memories. It's a lullaby my mother would often hum. Is she singing for Miss Cheryl's sake? Yes. That monster, Korone, comes to grief for people like that. But it's worth noting that isn't her real body. It's a body double. The real Korone is usually in another area. She has her body doubles moved to other areas for the purpose of grieving people's deaths. There's a monster like that out there? I decide not to fight it. I should have to force myself to kill it. I don't want to have to kill it. Miss Korone sings. That song is terribly kind and clear. Thank you. Miss Korone leaves, having finished her song. She doesn't try to attack us. She really did come here just to grieve. If monsters like that exist out there, maybe I could have left Miss Cheryl as is. If nothing else, so long as she didn't attack, I could have just... No. There's no point thinking about that now. What about the other people in the village? I got in touch with a few of them, but not most of them. No reply. They either got abducted by Dark Cerberus, or made into his slaves, or they're out there somewhere monstrified. Are you alright, Mr. Candy? Oh, I can't say I wasn't shocked. But thanks to having movies to lean on, I was able to hold on to myself. That's good then. What are you going to... I'm going. I open my album and walk off, my newly transferred memory card in hand. She entrusted me with her memories. And she gave me this emotion that now brews in my heart. So I'll go and fight. Look after Steve for a while longer, please. You want to come with me? It's going to be dangerous. Steve stares at me fixedly. Mr. Candy? Cheryl trained her too, right? Yeah. Cheryl asked me to stay quiet about it, so I didn't say anything. I saw them train together often. Steve and Cheryl got along well. They were like sisters. Really? Even without her memories. Maybe Steve was still able to feel there was something special about Miss Cheryl anyway. Because I can tell that there's sorrow and anger in Steve's eyes right now. Now that I feel the same way, I can tell she has those emotions too. Fine. You just... Blah. You don't want to just have to stay put and wait, right? Avatar. I chant and light converges in the palm of my hand, and she appears in a puff of smoke. Oh. How are we going to play today? Despite her small size, this woman directs a sharp gaze at me and flashes an indomitable smile as she aims her gun's muzzle. Based on the bit of information I get from the memory card, this is apparently Miss Cheryl's older sister. I feel a bit reluctant to rely on her for help, but I have to do it. Cheryl. I call her name just like Miss Cheryl used to. Let's go take revenge for Miss Cheryl. There he is. I walked around looking for Dark Cerberus' whereabouts, only to find him on the roof of the building where I first met him. I fixed my eyes on him. Dark Cerberus is in the center with two players running from him in a panic. Oh, it's the two that were making fun of Miss Cheryl earlier. I mean, I don't want to... Sorry, hearing noises. I don't want to say they deserve it, because... I mean, that would be mean. But at the same time, considering everything else we've just been through... I remember seeing these two in the village. They must have been abducted. Dark Cerberus attacks the two, laughing as he torments them. The fluids flowing off Dark Cerberus' body spread over the floor little by little, reaching as far as where I'm standing. He's as disgusting as ever. I reflexively move my right leg back. But Dark Cerberus seems to hear this and turns to look at me. You. It's you. Yes, that's right. You made me game over once before. Died. You should have died. Why are you still here? And you're the one who drove Miss Cheryl mad, correct? Cheryl? Drove mad? Yes. That one. Most important one. She nastily attacked me. That was fun. Fun? It was fun, yes. And you too. You'll end up just like her. Dark Cerberus bends his supple whip-like arms. Bro. The next moment, sharp pain shoots through me. I see my right shoulder get slashed through, the cut exposing the bones beneath. I still can't very well get used to this pain, but at this point, I don't care anymore. Everything is definitely going red for me. But it's from anger, not from my injuries. Everyone but me. Is that right? She had to die because of this thing. If Dark Cerberus were to utter a single word of apology or regret, I could have accepted that. But he's not a player anymore. He's not a human anymore. What I'm looking at is a monster, and nothing more. In which case, I have to defeat it before he attacks anyone else. Let's go, Charles. Shoot him. Yes. Charles shoots through Dark Cerberus' arm. The moment her first shot hits his mark, her pistol splits into two. Now, dual-wielding the pistols, her smirk deepens as she fires a barrage of bullets. Countless bullets bore into Dark Cerberus' skin, binding him in place for several seconds. But all they do is stop him from moving. You call that an attack? It's not working. Only the first shot actually penetrated his skin. But all the shots starting from the second one were deflected by his thick skin. They bounced off him fruitlessly, not leaving so much as a single wound. I did hear he quickly adapted to any attacks he takes, but only the first shot in the barrage did anything to him. As the sounds of shells hitting the ground rang out, Dark Cerberus produced another pair of arms. Carl! I don't even have a chance to issue a command. He tears into my arms. I am falling to one knee. I can't get up. With one hand on the floor, the most I can do is glare at Dark Cerberus. Weak. Too weak. There, see? Everyone stupid pieces of trash. Everyone should worship me. No. You're wrong. We're not weak. We're not worthless. Nothing else. Cheryl isn't that kind of person. Strong. She was honorable and kind. This is that person's memory. So I can't lose here. I need to find another way to attack. A method he doesn't resist. Charles, use your sword. Charles used you, right? Charles! Dark Cerberus swings down his right arm, knocking Charles to the ground. Dark Cerberus pins Charles against the floor and attacks her over and over with his left hand. Charles tries to resist using her model gun, but to no avail. The shots aren't doing anything. I creep closer, trying to save Charles. As I do, her body becomes covered in wounds. What am I doing? I'm not taking revenge for Miss Cheryl here. This is just a one-sided beatdown. I'm sentencing her very memory to pain and torment. The way this is going... Is it that funny? I've been telling you the whole time that you're weak. You're the one who made Cheryl go from being strong to being weak, aren't you? Huh? I knew it. You didn't notice. It's because you brought her that empty shell, Steve, that she became weak. He's looking at Steve? Before his thing. She became sad because her friends got reduced to this. She was weak. She was a weak person. And me, being so strong, I defeat the weak. That's all there is to it. So it's my fault that Cheryl became weaker? That's true. That means I effectively drove her to her death. I feel surprised and sorrow and pain. More than anything, I think to myself, what does that mean? If she became weak, that means her empathy ratio with Charles must have gone down. With her ratio lowered, she couldn't change Charles' weapons. Which means she ended up just like me right now. She couldn't deal damage to Dark Cerberus, bringing her to the same predicament. Why did her empathy ratio go down? Is her feeling sad over what happened to Steve have something to do with her empathy ratio, with Charles decreasing? Big bro. Charles. Charles. Smiling. Huh? I blink and look again. She's right. Even though she's being attacked, Charles is smiling. She's covered in wounds and bleeding. Her left leg got completely torn off. She looks like she's dying, no doubt about it. But there's no pain or sorrow in her expression. Come to think of it, this avatar's been smiling since the moment it manifested. Right. Right now, I'm angry. But this card doesn't have that emotion. Miss Cheryl's empathy ratio decreased because of sorrow. She couldn't focus on this memory card, just like me right now. Which means... Ow, sorry, fixing my ears. I close my eyes. I once again bask in the memories. It feels warm. No, this isn't warm. It's hot. It's hard to believe I haven't noticed it in all this time. As I calm down, Miss Cheryl's memories, her emotions, all slip into me full of heat. These are the memories of Miss Cheryl playing with her older sister. The two would play all sorts of games every day. They'd play cards or Monopoly indoors, or they'd go outside where they'd have shootouts with model guns and play catch with balls. And throughout it all, Miss Cheryl always believed in her sister, always relied on her. And more than anything, she had fun whenever they played. This was why this avatar was always fearless, always smiling. I finally understand.
Sharu,
cut off his hand. That sounds like fun. The gun vanishes from Charles' arm and a large sword manifests in its place. She throws the sword, which flies directly at Dark Cerberus, and slashes his arm. As elastic as he may be, he means nothing to a slashing weapon. Blood gushes out of Dark Cerberus' arm. As the monster writhes in agony, Charles slips away from its grasp.
Yatta!
Good going.
Wow.
I was finally able to understand something about this memory. But it's not enough. I need more. I need to get deeper into this feeling. This is where Miss Cheryl is. She lives on in this memory. Her voice, her words, her face, her thoughts, her feelings. This is where they all beat and reverberate. So I need more. I need to empathize with her, to give her life. Let's play with darts next, Charles.
Yeah.
No. I shake my head. I smile and invite her. Play with me, big sis? Great. Cheryl. I don't know why that's disturbing. Just looking at his face makes my heart tremble. What is this? This feeling. It feels good. I feel powerful, euphoric. It makes my mind tingle. There's no need for instructions anymore. All I need is to look her in the eye, and she'll move as I tell her. Alright. Time to have some fun. spreads out her arms. Darts scatter into the air, each and every one of them moving with a will of its own, flying every which way and toying with Dark Cerberus. Big sis. Don't rush. I know. I send her an eye signal as Charles points at Dark Cerberus' body. Oh, I thought I had to do something. Suddenly, the darts move as one, and all stab into his skin. This is... You're not even giving it any order. How? It can't be. Is that a state of perfect empathy? I've never seen it before. The effects aren't as effective anymore. The fact he adapts by the second makes him tricky. That's bad. He's strong. But it just means we can play with him longer. I'm tired of darts anyway. Let's go with soccer next. Yes. This time Charles manifests a soccer ball which floats at her feet. This weakling can't. Charles kicks up the ball, then kicks it towards Dark Cerberus. I can just take this one attack. Yes. Can you resist it already? Then let's play cards then. Each time Charles wags her fingers, the cards move. They swim through the air, drenched in Dark Cerberus' blood. Every time blood gushes out of the soft blobs on his skin, Charles laughs out loud. And the cards accelerate to the sound of her laughter, which go on to cut off Dark Cerberus' right arm. Yeah, it's fun. Seeing Charles have so much fun makes me happy. It's the best feeling imaginable. Let's play more. Show me what your insides look like. The cross-section of Dark Cerberus' arm is as purple and blobby as his skin. I can't see any bones. How does he even move? Just where is this thing's insides? What's he like in there? Whatever's inside him has to be impressive. It's hiding under all that thick skin. I want to know. Just imagining it gets me excited. Must be like playing Guess What's in the Box. Huh? What? You won't play with us anymore? He's stepping away from us like he doesn't want to play. Fast. Don't think you can mock me. I'm sorry?
Whoa.
Two objects appear in front of Dark Cerberus. These are smaller Dark Cerberus? I have two more bodies left. A total of 3. And I can control them perfectly at the same time. I don't know what you're talking about. It only takes a blink of an eye. But in the space of that moment, smaller Dark Cerberus are both reduced to lumps of tattered flesh. Charles once again uses the cards to tear them apart. The pieces of flesh fall to the ground, dissolving into fluid that evaporates into the air. What's this about there being 3 of you? Well, yes, but that's not what I mean. There weren't 3 before I destroyed them. After all, Dark Cerberus only manifested small Dark Cerberus. They were all the same. There was just one of him in the end. Normally, when you manifest something, it looks different from you, right? Is that not how it works with bosses? Or is it that your memories don't include other people? Oh, I see. I was right. Dark Cerberus doesn't look like he's having fun. He looks like this. His doubles. He looks like this. His doubles tattered and torn. If those doubles that got destroyed so easily were actually part of him, what is he trying to protect exactly? In the end, is there nothing under all this flab? Just ugly, repulsive mass.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, Dark Cerberus charges at me blindly. It's just, I'm bored of him now. Yeah, me too. Charles shuffles the deck of cards, lines them up, and throws them. They draw an arc through B and fly over Dark Cerberus' side. Where are you aiming? And that's how it all ends. Straight line cuts through Dark Cerberus' body. So it seems. At the next moment, his body parts in two, with each half falling left and right respectively. The mass topples to the ground, each of its halves falling to one side. And revealed in its wake was another girl holding a pack of cards. I'm sorry? What? Huh? Is that Cheryl? When did you manifest another? I didn't manifest the second one. This was a memory about two people to begin with. That's all. Oh no. I mean, yay, that's really cool, but... This is a memory of two sisters playing together. And so I was able to use the severed, discarded leg to form Miss Cheryl. But that's all I did. This avatar can be split in two. But by contrast, no matter how many doubles you manifest, you're all alone. And you can't work together when you're all alone. You can't protect one another when you're all alone. That's all there is to it. But of course, you wouldn't know that. You won't play with other people. Dark Cerberus moans as his skin is washed over with red. And within 5 seconds, his entire body is dyed crimson. My heart throbs intensely. Reading out Dark Cerberus seems to have earned me a god fragment. I can feel its power right away. Right now I'm strong. I can do anything. Now, how should I kill? Which method of killing would be the most fun? Maybe you should wait until he reads out. Over and over. I'll play with him in all sorts of ways. Make him read out over and over. And then cut him in half. Bask in it. Linger in it. More. Nothing else matters. I just want to be me. I want to relish in this emotion. To enjoy myself. To play. After all, I'm Cheryl. Huh? Wait, something's off. My body won't move. In fact, my body is writhing. It's like I'm becoming someone else. But that's fine. Even that is fun. So long as it means I can always... fun. That I can always be Cheryl. So... I can hear something. We're saving, because I'm not sure what's happening. We're gonna go here. I can hear something. Someone calling for me. What a strange voice. What's Big Bro? Who are you calling for? I'm sorry, but you have the wrong person. Like I said, that's not me. And that did it. Bro, it's bro Rust. Steve?
Steve?
It's Steve. This girl, she's my little sister. And I'm her big brother, Rust.
Oi! 大丈夫か?
Hey, are you alright? What just happened to me?
お前さんはモンスター化仕掛けてたのさ。
You were on the verge of monster find just now.
モンスターか。
Monster find?
そっか。
So that's what happened.
僕は
I
チュ
dove
ラル
too
さんの
deep
記
into
憶に
Miss
入り
Cheryl's
すぎて。
memories.
思い出すのはいい。
Reflecting
で
on the
も
past is
その
fine.
ために今を否定したら
You
ダメ。
shouldn't deny your current
今
self
の
to
自
do
分を見失うと
If you lose sight of your
モンスター化
current
する。
self, you'll monsterify. I nearly lost sight of who I was.
スティが必死に声をかけて
Steve was
落ち着
calling
いた
to
ところ
all
で
she
記憶カー
had.
ドを奪ってくれたから
Calm down.
なんとかなったんだ。
She took the memory card from you. That's how you made it out. I see.
そうでしたか。
Thank you, Steve. You saved me.
全部見てたわけじゃないが
I didn't see the whole thing,
お
but
前さんかなり共感率が上がり
you're
や
the
すい
kind
方
of
だ。
person that's really good at raising your empathy ratio, aren't you?
そうですか。
Am?
他人の記憶だというの
Never
に
seen someone
あれほど
sympathize
急
so
激に
suddenly
共
with
感できる
someone
人間
else's
は初
memory
めて見
like
た。
that.
だがだからこそ
On the
お前さんは
flip side,
特別自分を見
you
失
might
い
be
やすく
susceptible to losing sight of
戦うだけ
yourself.
でモンスター化してしまうのかもしれない。
Monsterify as a result of battle alone.
気をつけた方がいい。
You gotta be careful.
はい。ご忠告ありがとうございます。
Thank you for the kind advice.
ダー
What
クケル
about
ベロ
Dark
スは
Cerberus?
あいつは逃げた。
He got
だが
away.
ボスではなくなったからな。
He's not a boss anymore.
危険は減っただろう。
He's a lot less dangerous.
そうですか。
See. It's a shame he ended up getting away. How? We cut him in half. But like Mr. Candy said, now that he's weakened, I doubt Dark Cerberus will be able to take any major actions. If Dark Cerberus is weaker, that means there's plenty of people stronger than him now.
あなたのおかげで助かりました。ありがとうございました。
Thank you so much.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
ありがとうございます。
Really?
本当
I don't
に
know how to express my gratitude.
いえ、無事でよか
Don't
った
worry
で
about
す
it. I'm just glad you're safe. Either way, I have a god fragment now. I'm one step closer to clearing the game. I think there's 7 other characters' point of view. Oh, this guy. I breathe out looking at the monster's liquefied carcass.
アレグロ、お疲れ様。
Allegro.
お疲れ様。
Good work. Good work. Yeah? My newly obtained lights of blessing flicker. The monsters that just attacked me were terribly weak and easy to defeat. I know there's a village of pacifists who don't wish to fight. Maybe its villages ended up monstrifying. Either way, it was a stroke of luck. I managed to effortlessly obtain these lights of blessing. And that allowed me to repair my previous broken memory cards. With this, the time might be right to go after Dark Cerberus. But the boss
ボ
changed?
スが変わった。
I gaze at the world map. There's a new boss, and his name is Rust. This does change my plans a little, but oh well. If there's a new boss out there, that just means I have a new target. Wait, so... So... Beep. Okay. That was a roller coaster of an episode. Wow. This is our new save. How many saves can we have? Okay, so 6 times 4, so 24? No. Yes? Yes, 24. Alright. Yeah, that was, that was one heck of an emotional roller coaster. I'm going to end it here. I apologize again for my horrible renditions of people. I have a cold, so it's really hard to do voices, and I guess I sound kind of off. But that being said, I hope you enjoyed this tonight's adventure. I can't even say it properly. Thank you everyone for coming out, hanging out with us. We will see you all tomorrow. Good night everyone. Stay safe.